everyone. Are you ready for this special edition of Nintendo Prime Live where we react to the state of play for Sony? All right, everyone, go ahead and drop those favorite emojis in the chat and welcome in your host, Nintendo Prime. Welcome. The summer of showcases begins today in earnest. We have our state of play happening. Oh boy, we got the Xbox showcase coming up on June 9th. We have the Ubisoft one. Technically, the Marvelous Games showcase is happening as well today at the exact same time as the state of play, so we're only watching the state of play. Maybe we could check out the Marvelous one right after the state of play. We'll see. It is just a premiere for them, so we'll watch the state of play one, then we'll see if we watch the Marvelous one right after, back to back. But I'm very, very excited for this time of year. Obviously, in the past, it used to be E3, right? It used to be the E3 time. Everyone would go in like a 3-day period, and you could just sit back, get your popcorn ready, and watch back to back to back to back to back to back to back shows debuting games that we're going to be playing over the next few years. But that's just not the way it works anymore. E3 is dead. In its place, we have a little bit of Summer Game Fest stuff. They have their event coming up as well. We'll be live stream reacting to that. There's a Devolver Digital event. We'll be live stream reacting to that. Pretty much every single event we can live stream react to, we will. We know there's going to be a Nintendo Direct in June, already announced by Nintendo. We just don't know what day yet. You know we'll be live stream reacting to that. So it's going to be the season of live stream reaction. So if you don't see me putting out a ton of video content, just know it's because I'm trying my best to cover all of the industry news there is by reacting to it as it happens. So I really hope that you guys enjoy these live streams, that you're dropping the likes, you're sharing them with your friends. If you feel like supporting and throwing a few shekels my way, we got the super chats out there and all that for that kind of stuff, or becoming a member, because obviously, look, I am a full-time YouTuber, and if I'm not making content, I'm not making money. So this is what I'm doing instead. For like the next 2 weeks is a ton of live streams. There will be some videos still to come because after today, there's a bit of a break. I don't think the streams, I don't think the showcases start up again until like next Friday. So we're going to have a break in there. We'll have some videos and stuff come out. But look, there's going to be a ton of live streams. You're going to be seeing, if you really enjoy Nintendo Prime Live, man, let me just tell you, we're going to be live a ton over the next 2.5 weeks. And I hope you guys are here to enjoy. I'm going to take the shades off because, no, I do not have my contacts yet. Oh, man. I know. We got to do something about that. So we're going to throw the glasses back on and see what you guys are saying in the chat right now. State of play, by the way, begins in 55 minutes. We are 55 minutes away. I will show you guys that right here. So here we go. State of play. We're 54 minutes away now. 54 minutes away. So we are on our way to that state of play. Pretty excited. Obviously, there's been some leaks, right? There's leaks for these events all the time. We can go over some of those leaks if you guys want. It's up to you guys if you want me to go over the leaks or not. It's been interesting reading the chat. It's It's been very interesting reading the chat in this lead up to the stream, or even during the stream. Well, first off, we're obviously a Nintendo channel first. We do have our VG News segment where we do cover PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, and all that all in one segment. But that's only once a week, and we're still looking for a new video editor for that. So that segment is on hiatus for a moment. So we don't cover a ton of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox type of news on our channel outside of this time of the year. We're a Nintendo Prime, right? We primarily cover Nintendo stuff, and we're really excited for their new system. But reading the chat's been a little fascinating. I've seen a lot of back and forth between Nintendo and PlayStation fans. Look, I don't know if we're going to draw in a different sort of crowd today. I don't know. I literally don't know if we're going to draw in a different type of crowd. But here's the deal. I don't believe in console wars. That's just the way I am. I think console wars are... I don't want to insult anyone, but I will just say console wars are not worth the effort. It literally doesn't matter which plastic box you think is best. Is it the one you hold in your hands? Is it the one you park under your TV? Is it the other one that blocks part of my TV? I don't really care. Is it the giant white PC that's sitting next to me? You guys can't even see right now. I'm literally tapping it that we're running the stream off of. It doesn't matter. I do not care what you play games on. So it's fun reading the chat, watching some of the back and forth. Like, oh, GTA 6 is going to make PlayStation 5 blow past the Nintendo Switch. Who cares? Nintendo Switch is like 80 million ahead. And it doesn't really matter because Switch is on the way out. In the end, it doesn't matter what system sells the most. It doesn't matter. What was that debate the other day? Which ear from Hellblade versus Horizon looks better? Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, we're all just here to play games. And so my take on all of this is, as somebody who partakes in all the systems, literally right before we got started with this live stream, I was playing games on PC. I was playing PC games. So that's what I was doing right before this live stream. So like, I play games on everything. I do not care. So console warring to me is pointless. All that matters is the one thing that I think all of us can agree on. We play video games to have a damn good time. Whatever that means to you. Do you like to be scared, so you play horror games? Cool. Do you like games that never end and are always progressing towards something? Like, you know, I don't know, a Fortnite or you know, if you're someone who likes Roblox or something, I don't care, Minecraft. Maybe you're somebody who's really into narrative-based games. So you might, in that case, maybe you prefer Sony games, or, you know, Spider-Man 2 and God of War. That's fine. You know, there's that Wolverine game that leaked as well. Like, we know that's coming at some point. So there's a lot of stuff, you know, with Sony for narrative focus, if that's really what you're driving for. Maybe you're someone that's just really into multiplayer. Maybe you've been super into, what was that one? Helldivers 2. Maybe that's really been your jam lately. It is the best-selling game so far this year in the United States. So yeah, maybe that's your jam, whether it's on PC or PlayStation. Yes, thank God PlayStation fixed that whole controversy with Steam. So yes, there's that as well. Maybe you prefer RPGs and you're more of an Elden Ring kind of guy. You're more of a, I don't know, maybe you like Soulsborne type of games. Or maybe you're more like, hey, I'm waiting for that next Elder Scrolls game. Or I really like Dragon's Dogma 2. Or maybe, obviously, we're a Nintendo channel. Maybe you really love The Legend of Zelda and Tears of the Kingdom's your jam. Or you're big in the platformers, so you're jumping on that Mario Wonder. Or heck, maybe you love Pokemon. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you play. I don't care what you're into. One thing that unites us all is that we're all gamers. Regardless of what platform you play on, we're all gamers, and we're all here during a magical time of the year when every single company right now in a 4-week span decides to tell us everything they got going on, typically for the next year and a half. Nintendo may be the exception because they're only going to tell us about this year because they're announcing a new platform at some point before the end of March of 2025. That's what Nintendo said anyway. So if Nintendo sticks to their word, then we're not really going to see anything beyond this year from them. But still, it's really cool. I'm really excited. And look, this state of play is sort of kicking off everything. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Look, it's all in the eye of the beholder. I don't know what you guys are expecting, right? They said no sequels coming this fiscal year to major IPs. Okay, fine. That doesn't mean there can't be a bunch of new games. So what could those new games be? I don't know. What do they consider to be major IPs? I don't know. What I do know is there are leaks out there. If you guys want me to go over the leaks for the State of Play, we absolutely can. You might consider it a spoiler. They seem to be pretty reliable. But again, I don't think I can confirm any of this. So apparently there's supposed to be previews for Elden Ring DLC dropping on June 4th, by the way. So that's like a big thing happening here in a few days, early next week. So that's really exciting. Holy crud. Oh, never mind. This was debunked. Sorry. There was I thought there was a potential leak here for something related to Nintendo, but it was debunked. So I gotta worry about it. But we do have, again, leaks for the State of Play if people want to know. If you want to know. We don't have to go over it if you just want to be surprised. I have already read them, so I already know what they say. If you have anything you want to say in the chat, you want me to read, you have questions, just at Nintendo Prime in the chat. That's all you got to do. Just at me in the chat, and I will get to them. Just like Mojo Rising did earlier, asking if I was wearing pants. I am wearing pants. I'm wearing jeans, in fact. We'll see if I need to change them later. I don't know. Nintendo Prime is now PlayStation Prime now, man. We cover all the events. So what are we, Xbox Prime when we cover the Microsoft one? Are we a Ubisoft Prime when we cover their stuff? Are we Devolver Digital Prime when we cover their, like that? We cover all this stuff this time of year because I'm a gamer first and foremost. I'm not a Nintendo fan first and foremost. I'm a gamer and I play on everything. All right, Tall Show says, what's up? Hello, just checking in during my short break in today's DDP yoga sesh. Have an awesome stream. I got 35-ish minutes left on this one. Nice, man. Good luck on the rest of your workout. You will be done before the State of Play if you want to come here and check it out after. Giordi Lat says, how has Dog been recently? Last time I was in live, he was not well. He is doing a lot better. He was on some very expensive medications from the vet, and he completed the round of medications, and he's back to normal. So very expensive, but hey, he's family. You can't put a price on family. Vegeta87 said, what's up? How's it going, man? Resident Evil Fan 99, I hear you. I've played console since Atari. I don't care what brand as long as they put games I like. Yeah, as an example, let's say Monster Hunter Wilds appears today. I don't know if it will, but let's say Monster Hunter Wilds is in this thing. There is a large belief that Monster Hunter Wilds, which is a 2025 game, could be on Switch too. Everyone watching then, PlayStation and Sony and probably Xbox fans as well, to probably be on Xbox, can be excited about that new Monster Hunter game. So like, that's the thing about these events. You never really know. Even if you don't own a PlayStation, there could be games in this event that are 2025 games that could also happen to be on, say, Switch too. So let's just have a good time, right? See what happens. Good evening from Quebec, says Gino. What's up, buddy? You happy to have your game come back, Gino? Are you happy Super Mario RPG returned? Ninja, please, 636 says, why is RGT being a douche on Spawncast? Well, I feel like when people ever ask me a question about why another YouTuber is doing a certain thing, one, I'm not aware of what they're doing because I don't watch other channels in the video game space. I know that seems like blasphemy. I'm a full-time YouTuber, so the things I do watch are typically non-gaming because I'm already up to date on all the gaming stuff. So if that is a serious question, and I don't know if it is, that feels like a question you should probably ask Sean, aka RGT, and not me. I can't answer questions for other YouTubers. Easy Gamer says, what's going down, Nintendo Prime? I don't know what's going down with you, man. Andrew Francis says, primarily Nintendo. It's Nintendo Prime, not Nintendo only. Ooh. Yeah, days like today, we tend to attract a smidge of another crowd, right? We get a lot of Nintendo fans, of course, my usual crowd, my subscribers, but I see a ton of new faces in the chat. We tend to really attract various different crowds. You know what's ironic? One of our biggest live streams on this platform was me picking up the Xbox Series X on launch. For some reason, we had like 11, 12, 13,000 views on that live stream. Insane. We had over 1,000 people in the chat. It's crazy. It's just proof that it doesn't really matter what we cover. People just want to tune into these streams. So I think it's kind of neat that we have the ability, even as a Nintendo channel, to kind of reach across video game barriers and break them down. And what's really nice is I haven't seen anybody in the chat who's a PlayStation fan. And I know there's some PlayStation fans in the chat. Hey, why don't you just drop a 1 in the chat right now if you're a big PlayStation fan? That's awesome. I haven't seen anybody say anything negative towards me for being a Nintendo person covering this. I like that. I like that we can come together as gamers and not be angry, you know? Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. See, we got some PlayStation fans in the chat. Andrew Francis is primarily Nintendo. Yeah. Ye old nug says, hey, how are you? I'm all right, man. Vito Libido, are you Metroid Prime when you cover Metroid games? Yeah, I guess. I'm a PlayStation fan. Yeah, Luna Card of the Dragon. Yeah, I'm a PlayStation 5 fan since Andrew Francis. Absolutely, man, dude. I did right with you. I got the physical. You see that? It's the disc version of the PS5 right back there, man. With my PS5 controller and everything. Dude, I'm even like the only thing I've been playing on Xbox, like I beat Hellblade 2, that's fine. But the only thing I've been playing on Xbox besides that quick little daunt in Hellblade 2 has been like Madden. And this year, you PlayStation fans might be happy, I am switching over my Madden to PlayStation because the only reason I was on Xbox is because some leagues I'm in, there were Xbox only, but now Madden and conversely the new college football game coming out, they have now made it cross-gen. So now I have it pre-ordered, the MVP edition of the college football and Madden on PlayStation, which means my Xbox is going to be collecting quite a bit of dust, I think, for a while. Quite a bit of dust indeed. The PlayStation will be getting almost all of my TV playtime the rest of this year. So regardless of what they put out there, but I'm pretty excited to see what Sony's got going on. I'm pretty excited to see what's coming out this year. I'm hoping my biggest fear, I guess, is that this state of play could have a bunch of games, but then they all say 2025 or they don't have a date at all. That's maybe the only thing I'm worried about, is that this could be a bunch of games and maybe none of them are this year. That would be a little weird to me. But that's the way Sony does it sometimes, though. They tease things years ahead of time. Not every time, but they do it a lot. They tease a lot of games years ahead of time. So that's my only concern, is that a lot of the games shown today might not be for a while. Yeah, there's going to be new PSVR 2 games as well. I don't really like VR. I do not have a PlayStation VR 2 headset or anything. I dabbled with the original PlayStation VR. VR is just not really for me. I do have a MetaQuest 2 in my house. It's my kids. I use it once in a while to play some Beat Saber. Beat Saber is like the one VR game I actually like, and it's a bit of a workout, so it's kind of cool. So I'll do for those that don't know, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I go for a walk and then I do my workout, then I do a 10-minute walk after, and now I've been adding in a little 20-minute session of Beat Saber before bed because I love Beat Saber. It's so fun, and it's I'm not one of those people that's just like no, I'm like getting really in. I'm swinging the arms and I'm stepping and ducking, and so yeah, I don't know. It's awesome. Hey Mario, no talk like that, buddy. We don't console war around here. I'm just gonna put you on timeout for a bit, man. We don't trash talk other systems, dude. It's just not how it works around here. We none of that console war bullshit around here, man. You're not booted or banned or anything. Just no console war bullshit. All right. We need to see the Wolverine game. I mean, yeah, the Wolverine game leaked. I don't know if it's ready to be shown because what leaked was, it looks like it was in pretty early development. I'm not sure it's ready to be shown, but who knows? Yeah, good games are good games. Exactly. You doubt it, but you hope for Ghost of Tsushima 2. Yeah, I doubt it as well because, I mean, they said no sequels to major franchises in the current fiscal year, but then they could tease games outside of this fiscal year. Who knows? Hey, we got a $5 Super chat. First off, I want to say thank you. Be prepared. I do appreciate the support. I'm not going to read your super chat. I did show it on screen just to be kind. We don't talk religion or politics on my channel. It's well publicized that I am a Roman Catholic, so I do appreciate the love there. But we do not talk about religion and politics because all it does is cause controversy. We don't need people fighting. But I do appreciate the $5 very, very much. We'll go ahead and give you a little crowd noise. But let's try to keep the religion and political stuff out of the stream. But I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the $5. What franchise do you like better, Kirby or Donkey Kong? Gosh, I think I like Kirby better at this point. Forgotten Land I like more than any Donkey Kong game I played. Let's see here. Remember, in the chat if you want to get your statements in. We got about 40 or 39 minutes before the start of the state of play. There's a chance that the 2026 games are here. I mean, yeah, there could be 2026 games in here for sure. Sony does tease things sometimes a couple years ahead of time. So we'll see. Nintendo needs to launch that Switch too. What are they waiting for? All remasters. They're waiting for... There's not really like they're waiting for something. It's... Look, they got to manufacture the damn thing, and it hasn't been mass manufactured yet. So I think they're just trying to get the lineup just right. Because Nintendo operates differently than Sony. Nintendo wants to have major games lined up the entire first year. They're not good with just having like one game or two games. They want like 6, 7, 8 games people want in that first year. So they got to get that whole lineup lined up. And I think that's really what's taken a bit, is they want to make sure they have that first year lineup to match kind of what they did with Switch. So we'll see what happens. Because Nintendo is more reliant on their exclusive games than Sony is. Sony GTA 6 might be the biggest game that launches for PlayStation, period, and it's not a PlayStation exclusive game. It's not even a Sony game. So it's one of those things, like, PlayStation fans know how big GTA 6 is going to be for the platform, but it's going to be on everything. So, we don't know if it'll be on Switch too, to be fair. That's the one game I'm not sure if it'll be there, but it'll be on Xbox. It'll be on PC. So, it's one of those things that I think Sony is not as reliant on big exclusives as Nintendo is. So they just operate differently because Sony gets every single big third-party game. So, I'm excited that Kingdom Hearts is finally coming to PC. Are you? I don't really care that it's coming to PC because, again, when you own like all the platforms, and I'm very fortunate. This is the first time in my life, by the way, I've owned every platform. PC. I even have a Mac that can game. Obviously, you got my mobile phones and stuff, but we got the PS5, the Xbox Series X, the Switch. It's kind of weird for the first time in my life having access to everything. So because it lowers the excitement level at times. It's like, oh man, Kingdom Hearts is finally coming to PC. And I'm like, dude, that's really good. That's really good for PC gamers. But like, I've been able to play this thing on like 17 different platforms. Of course, I don't know if we counted on Switch being that it was just a cloud version, but Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Fan 99 says, I'm excited. The Kingdom Hearts is finally coming to PC. Yeah, sorry, I already read that one. Is my chat not updating? Oh, there it is. It is. PS5 is blank. PS5 is blank. Bro is a fraud. Okay. Well, that is just going to be a timeout for now. We do not console war, man. I don't care if you don't like PS5, then why are you watching a State of Play stream? You know what I mean? Andrew Francis, have you played the Phoenix Wright or Apollo Justice Ace Attorney games? I'm playing the Apollo Justice trilogy that came out on the Switch earlier this year, and I'm absolutely loving it. Yes, I've played Phoenix Wright and some of the Apollo Justice games. I didn't buy the trilogy when it came out, but I have played them back during their original releases. They're fun. They're fun little games. I used to enjoy them a lot more when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I don't know why, they just don't click with me like they did. It could just be that I just want a new one. Like, there is a new Ace Attorney game coming. Literally, there's a brand new Ace Attorney game coming. And that one looks like, to me, even more interesting than some of the old games. So maybe it's just one of those because I don't replay games a lot that I'm actually more excited for the new stuff. Let's see here. You know, let's not attack people though. I get that that Goat Gamer guy was being a little rude, but let's not respond to bad negativity with more negativity, right? It doesn't really get us anywhere. Let's respond with kindness. You know what I was taught growing up? Kill him with kindness. They don't mean literally kill him. They just be like, look, be negative all you want, just keep being friendly. No point in fighting fire with fire. It doesn't get you anywhere. Let's see here. The Darth Nader said, I can't wait for the Last of Us 3 remake from Naughty Dog. So I'm looking up something here. It's kind of funny because obviously there's like a running joke with Naughty Dog because, you know, they remastered a remaster. Kind of weird. It's fine. They can do what they want. I mean, it's not like Nintendo's not about to do the same damn thing. Watch us get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch too. I mean, the Nintendo's a little weird with this stuff too. So, but The Last of Us Part 3, pretty excited for whenever it does come out. Will we see it today? I don't think so. But what are my predictions? Well, see, here's the thing. It's hard to talk about predictions because I've seen the leaks. And the leaks are from some pretty reliable people. So I kind of know what a majority of the show is. I don't know if they have like one last bonus game. That I don't know, but I already sort of know what a majority of the show is. So it's really hard to like give predictions when I've already read all the leaks. And I don't know if I want to go over those leaks with you guys or not, or if we just want to leave it as a surprise. And the leaks could be wrong, possibly. It's not like I know. I can't verify them. They're just coming from like multiple people and they're all agreeing. So, and I show the rumors. I mean, yeah, we can do a poll in a bit and see if people want me to show the leaks or not. Do you think we'll see anything from Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy Tactics or a 9 remake? I mean, it's possible. I actually think this will be a Final Fantasy less one. I think Square is de-emphasizing being a PlayStation company, and instead, if you see any games from them, it'll be at something like Summer Game Fest. Because remember, their financial report said they're focusing aggressively on multi-platform, which to me means, well, we don't want to appear in an Xbox stream. We don't want to appear in a Sony stream. Let's put it in Summer Game Fest, which is neutral. So that's kind of what I think they might do, unless they just do their own event in general. Is there anything related to a Horizon game in the leak? I do not believe so. No, nothing on DLC, nothing on. No, I'm literally looking at the leak right now. No, there's nothing in it for Horizon. You heard PlayStation Fighter, Naughty Dog, and Toys for Bob took over? Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Let's hear the leaks. Yeah, I know. What a surprise. My audience wants to hear all the PlayStation leaks. How many farming sims will be there? Well, at Sony's event, probably none. Marvelous, it's happened at the same time, probably the entire stream. It's okay though. Like, there's nothing wrong with farming sims. It's a very popular genre. Andrew Francis says, do you think we'll see anything from Sucker Punch Studios? No, I don't think we're going to see Ghost of Tsushima 2. But again, it's very hard because I kind of know what a majority of the games are based on the leaks. Here, let's do a poll right now and see if you guys want me to show the leaks. Let's get a poll up here. I don't think any of our mods can make the poll, so we'll make it pretty simple. Just say yes, no. Because I don't want to spoil things for people, or potentially spoil things if people don't want them spoiled. You know, you guys know I cover leaks and stuff at my channel, but I don't want to like spam, you know, like literally when we're within minutes of the thing happening. It'd be different if this was yesterday and I was a channel that covered PlayStation news, but I mean, man, that's pretty split. 60-40, 57-43. just keeps bouncing. Yeah, it's a pretty split audience. I mean, it is a majority saying yes, but we'll give it a moment. It's only 37 out of like 150 people. So, Damon X Machina 2 is now a farming sim. Yes. Can you? Nah, that's the Corey Bohm. Don't you know that's the next evolution of farming sims is mechs? Sky Sword Alyssa, I haven't been to a live in a while. Did I order the Lego set? For those that don't know, Sky Sword Alyssa is talking about the great Deku Tree Lego set. Deku Tree. No, I haven't. I don't have the money for it. $300. I am on a purchasing freeze right now until after June, so until July. So it is a bad time for them to drop it, or it'll probably be sold out by the time I can afford it. Black Ops 6. Yeah, that'll be at they have a dedicated direct for that. That's gonna be at Microsoft stuff. I don't think that's gonna be at all in today's stuff. Man, it's really split. What is it, 56-44? Man, the vote's pretty split. I don't know if I wanna. Well, I also hope it to be like an overwhelming majority, but if that's not the case, a lot of people don't want to see the leaks. That's what I told myself. I'll wait till August, but I doubt it will be on sale. I mean, look, they're not gonna. Well, here's what'll happen. It'll come out. It'll be sold out, but it'll eventually be able to be purchased. So it's kind of like I might not be able to get it at launch, but I am going to own it. I didn't buy personally any of the Mario sets, although there's 3 Mario sets I do want. Well, 2 Mario sets and 1 Nintendo one. I want the Nintendo NES Lego, where you build like the actual screen in the NES. I want that one. And then I want the question block that has all the flip out things. And then I also want the big Bowser Lego one. But I don't have any of them. Lego is really expensive. It's like buying a console, you know? It's easier to come up with the funds for like a $60, $70 game than a $300, $400 Lego set. Your partner agreed to pay half. That's the only reason I bit the bullet. Also, young Link in his house is so cute. Yeah, I mean, look, the Lego set does look good. Lego's great. And as an adult person who loves Lego, like, yeah, you build it, it goes on my set somewhere, right? Like, I can, you know, I got boxes down here. I can maybe put a shelf, put the Lego thing on top. I don't know. We have that new sign back there, that controller. It's like a PlayStation controller. Yeah, it's a PlayStation controller. I think it's even like a, I don't know if it's a dual sense. It's actually got colors. Like the buttons have colors on them. It's got the green, red, blue. The D-pad's technically yellow, but all you guys see is just bright light because this camera can't pick up the individual neon light colors. We plan to get a new camera for YouTube later this year, and that camera should be able to better pick up the light colors on there, on that sign back there. But I think you can tell it's a controller at least. And then we'll probably get like a cable management thing and paint it so that you don't have that cable just dangling there. That's a new thing. That was a gift. All right, we're at like 60-40, man. 60-40 on showing the leaks. All right, that is a majority. So in a little bit, what I'll do is I'll warn that I'm about to show leaks for anyone who wants to dip out. And then I will show them for a bit. We'll talk about it. So if you don't want to get spoiled, you can kind of dip out. Let's see here. Oh, that's my fiance texting me. I better hit her back here. All right. Let's see here. The question block and the NES were so good. Yeah, Seahawks. Dude, I still want them. I know you can still buy them. They're just expensive. What's up, Paul Gale? What's your most personally prized item in your video game accessory console collection? My most personal prized item? I don't really have like any big prized items right now. I mean, you know, my Tears of the Kingdom edition Zelda is kind of, you know, pretty cool, or the collector's edition that I have of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't have like anything specifically that I really prize. I'd have to go back and look because we have my storage in my studio back there that I'm buying some shelves for to organize it. Once I do that and I go through all my stuff, maybe I'll find a few things there. You know what I do? This is something I actually do prize, and it's because of the memories. So I've got 3 E3 badges and a PAX East badge, and you guys might not care about the badges. They're media badges, and I have some really fond memories of E3 in person and of PAX East. I went to PAX East last year. And if there's ever a Nintendo Live in the US again, I'll probably go. I didn't go to the last one. Should have went. I'll go if there's another one. When I look at those badges, a few things come to mind. Obviously, the memory of that year, that particular year, and what was happening at that event. But also that when I was a kid, I always wanted to go to E3. And I was fortunate enough to be able to do it. And not just go as a press person, as a member of the media, which gives you special access to the show floor early and extra perks. And you get extra time playing games. And you can set up private booth tours and all this stuff. And it's a reminder of how far I've come in my journey. Because look, I wasn't a full-time YouTuber during any of those going to E3s and stuff. I've only been a full-time YouTuber for like a year, little over a year and a half probably. Yeah, it's been about a year and a half. And it's interesting that I was qualifying for some of this media stuff. Meanwhile, I'm working like a full-time job, a part-time job, and doing YouTube supporting my family. Busting 70, 80 hours a week, and yet I somehow did enough on YouTube to qualify for media stuff, which I thought was kind of crazy. And I'm just very blessed that I got to experience E3 in person and experience it as media. My very first one, I actually went as editor-in-chief of a website, and I went E3 2016 when it was all about Zelda. That was badass, man. That Breath of the Wild booth was great. And I've been to, I went to Sony's booth that year. I didn't realize Sony was dipping out of E3 soon, but I did go to Sony's booth in 2016. That was a really cool booth. Man, it was just, that's maybe my most prized thing, because it's a priceless heirloom memory. It has no real value. Like if I go online and sell the badges, they're probably worth like $1. Someone who wants to just say, oh, I just want the lanyard or something, right? But for me, it's a priceless memory of personal accomplishment that it's kind of like the YouTube plaque. You guys don't really see it anymore. It's all the way back there. You can see like the edge of it. That's my 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque. Like that thing isn't really worth money, but it's a priceless thing for me because of what it represents. And that's what those E3 and PAX East badges are. All right, let's see here. Get to some more stuff in the chat. Will we see GTA 6 and off topic? Will we see Metroid Prime 4 in June? I have no idea. Maybe. I'd like to see both. I'd love to see GTA 6 at any point here during these events, whether it's today, Summer Game Fest, the Xbox. I don't care. I would love to see GTA 6 again. And Metroid Prime 4 has been a long time coming. So I would certainly hope that it's in that direct, but we don't know. Let's see here. What's up, Paul Gale? Jordy Lad says, really miss VG News. Can't wait for it to come back. Yeah, we're just working on getting the right editor. An interesting situation popped up for the editing for VG News. So I would venture to say right now, VG News will probably be on hiatus until July. And if you don't know what VG News is, that's all right. When it comes back, be ready, because it's going to come back with a fury, and it's going to be every Friday. But it's gonna be great. I'm hoping by then. And the whole reason I say July is because while I'll probably hire the person before July, I have a cruise coming up. We're leaving on June 20th. So I'm going to be gone 2 straight Fridays in June. So it kind of makes sense to just wait until I'm over that. So then we can hit every single Friday. Because it's going to be even harder for me to try to record VG News when I'm on a cruise ship. Not to record it, but to get the footage to anyone. Because cruise ship internet is fine. It's Starlink, but it's Starlink where 5,000 people are sharing the same connection. And it's not, the greatest. What about the Prime sword? Yeah, we had a sword that was custom made by a fan. But I wouldn't call it a prized gaming possession. But it's not even technically gaming related. It was just like a mega fan. I don't even know what happened to the guy. I think his name was Michael. So we used to have a PO box and fans could send in stuff. And this person was in the military and sent me, when he was stationed in Germany, sent me a custom handmade wooden sword because he knows I like Zelda, and it had Nintendo Prime, the name wood burned into it. It's really cool. It's on my other set for VG News, and it's very neat. But after the PO, and dude, the guy used to send me some very heartfelt letters. Like imagining somebody being stationed in the military and they're choosing to use some of their few spare time to think of Nintendo Prime and write me a letter. That alone is cool, let alone send me stuff. But after we close the PO box, because like at some point it feels a little weird having fans just send you gifts and things. It's cool, but like I always had that weird feeling like people are sending me free stuff and it's kind of, I don't know, it just felt weird. So I closed the PO box, and since then I haven't really heard from them. So I hope everything's okay. But yeah. Why do I use sea creatures as my background? Because I'm going on a cruise to the Bahamas and I'm ready to go snorkeling with the sea creatures. Legit, going snorkeling. And a few reefs. We're gonna go to a place where there's a lot of turtles, just like the one you're seeing on screen. That's why I'm ready. It's summertime. It's summer vibes, and I'm going on a cruise and snorkeling. Oh, it's gonna be great. Realistically, what kind of announcement do you want to happen in the next few weeks? What kind of announcement? Realistically, I mean, I want Switch 2 to be announced, but that's not happening right now. Technically could happen. It just won't happen in the direct. That's what I want to happen, but it's not. So, like, realistically, what kind of announcement? I mean, what are we talking in the next few weeks? Every single major gaming company is going to be showing games in the next few weeks. So, I just want to see things that excite me. I think this generation, and when I'm saying this generation specifically, I'm just talking about PlayStation, Xbox. Sorry, I love Switch, but we know Switch has been fantastic. So we're not going to go over that, but I'll get to that in a moment. This generation with PlayStation and Xbox hasn't been as exciting for me. That's not to say the games have been bad. Horizon Forbidden West is great. God of War, great. Spider-Man 2, love the hell out of that. Looking forward to the DLC whenever that drops. Great stuff. And not everything's been great. I was really looking forward to Forsaken, or was it Forspoken? Whatever that Square game was that came out in like January of last year. Wasn't great. Hi-Fi Rush was really good on an Xbox, but now they closed the damn studio. So it's like, oh, well, that was great, but now it feels like not even like a bittersweet end. It just feels like, man, sucks that game rocks so much that the studio had to be closed. I'm looking forward to the next Assassin's Creed game. I just want to be excited about video games again. I feel like this generation, my first generation owning all the platforms, has also happened to be the generation that I've been the least excited by the games that have actually come out. And I don't know if I'm the only person that feels that way. Am I? I don't know. There's got to be other people that feel that way. I'm playing the games and they're fine, but it kind of just feels like I'm still on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It doesn't really feel like any different than what I was playing a decade ago. Like, it doesn't feel like the gameplay has really advanced. I'm not even talking about the graphics. I mean, just like from a gameplay experience, like I'm kind of just playing the same sort of stuff, and there hasn't been a lot of advancements with it. Elden Ring being one of the few exceptions, of course, and obviously Baldur's Gate 3. Those two obviously being extreme exceptions, but those are 2 games out of the wide swath that came out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And I just haven't been, it just hasn't felt like there's been progress. It's just more of the same. And then we have Nintendo. And again, I've already been on record that this year for Nintendo for me has not been great. This is not the kind of year that I enjoy from Nintendo. They have a game coming out every single month, but none of these games are ones that really tickle my fancy. Thousand Year Door is like the most exciting one of the ones they dropped. And even then, I will probably pick it up in July, but I just don't really, I'm not someone who replays games a lot. So when you have a year that's a lot of remasters and ports, that's not my kind of jam. And then the 2 new games they had happen to not be the kind of games I'm into. Like, despite the ocean stuff being on my screen, Endless Ocean Luminous isn't really my kind of game. And then Princess Peach Showtime I did buy and I enjoyed for the first hour. Then it got super repetitive after that. And to me, it just isn't. It's Good Feel's worst Nintendo game they've ever made. So it's just been a really let down year for me with Nintendo, because nothing, my Switch, I kid you not, this thing was collecting dust until like 2 days ago. And the reason it stopped collecting dust is because I have a sponsored video coming up for a third-party game that actually is pretty damn good. Well, by the way, thank you to that company for sponsoring and giving me a reason to play my Switch. But and you guys should see that video, I think, next week. So we're just in an interesting situation in general, where I just want to be excited. So whatever they show in the Nintendo Direct, I just want to be excited by it. Like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess HD, that's cool. I don't know if it excites me, if that happens to be in there. But Metroid Prime 4, that's like the thing that could. Metroid Prime 4 could excite me. So we'll see. That's all I really want over the next few weeks, is to just be excited about gaming again. I feel like a lot of these June periods, and maybe this is like a pandemic hangover thing, I don't know. But from the pandemic through today, I feel like every single June period with all these game events hasn't been very good. I've been watching all of them. I've been covering and live streaming all of them. They're all right here on my channel. It just hasn't felt very good. I don't know if it's just because it's not E3 and so I just miss when it was, or if there just been less games shown off. I used to feel like we got like every major event had like a treasure trove of bangers. And there was real debate about who won E3 because every single company brought big games. And now it feels like, you know, we could have this state of play. And what if there's like nothing really big in it that we don't already know about? Or what if the Xbox event comes out? Well, they already told us the Call of Duty game. We get Call of Duty every year. What if they don't really have anything else going on in their showcase? What happens if Nintendo, you know, drops their Direct and all their Direct is just a bunch more ports and remasters and there's nothing new? Same, you know, Ubisoft, we know, is going to be showing off some stuff with Assassin's Creed that I think will at least excite me a bit. But can Assassin's Creed reinvigorate my passion I used to have for the franchise, or is it just going to feel more of the same? Because I feel like the series evolved with Origins and then it's kind of just been that same sort of game ever since. So I don't know. We'll see. I just want to be excited. And it could start today. This is look, we're starting right now with Sony. One of the big three is kicking off everything. Will they excite me? Let's find out. Find out in about 10 minutes. Let's see here. Will Yulia make an appearance on the cruise live stream this year? I mean, she did last year, so she's literally in the room when I'm doing the stream, so it's hard not to make an appearance. It's not like the cruise ship rooms are massive. It's pretty hard to hide. If you're in the room, anyways. State of Play canceled. It's actually a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. I agree. It's why I am binging games that came out decades ago, since there isn't a whole lot coming out now. It gives me time to play my back. I mean, there's always games coming out, and I want to make sure that for all the down talk here, I want to make sure we recognize the indie scene has been banging. The indie scene is bringing Animal Well, recent, really good, really awesome game, just came out of nowhere for a lot of us, and it's really awesome. You know, we've already had, you know, successes over the last handful of years, like Hades and stuff. So the indie scene has been actually where things are really, really refreshing. And maybe for me, I need to start turning away from the AAA space and look more to indie titles to feel excited about gaming again, because maybe that's where all the gameplay innovations are actually coming at right now. I don't know, because I like to feel like gameplay is advancing and not just like, some of you guys are fine just playing like the same thing on repeat for your whole life, but I like to have new experiences, you know? And it doesn't need to be wonky controllers. We don't need Wiimotes. And it doesn't need that. You can have gameplay innovation without messing with the controller. Let's see here. Brolin says, I have tons of games on Switch that I'm going to play through a second time this year. Playing for the first time as I'm waiting for Switch 2. I think it helps fight boredom. Sure. I mean, gaming is a great cure for boredom. Hylian Ross says, I feel we need something unique and refreshing to come out. Just need the companies to stop thinking about their pockets and invest in amazing content. Yeah. For profit companies do have a hard time, though, not thinking about the pockets. Sky Sword Alyssa, are video game music requests allowed? Absolutely. Yeah, as long as it's not copyrighted music, you can request video game music. That's fine. I mean, we're 8 minutes away, so I might not want to do it now because we're about to start the showcase. But Resident Evil Fan 99, I was feeling that they kept making the same games again over and over and not keeping my interest, so I took a break, went back to playing your PS1 and PS3. Here you go there. Joycey J, would you replay Ocarina of Time if it was significantly different and better upgrade than the original? More story, sharper graphics, additional content. See, that's a full from the ground up remake, where they have not just made it visually more pleasing, but they added new content and stuff. Yeah, that's different. I would replay that. But again, that's like a Final Fantasy VII remake territory sort of thing. Like that just, Nintendo has not proven they're willing to do something like that. Like they did a remake with Link's Awakening, and outside of the Dungeon Maker, it was like 1-to-1 Link's Awakening. They didn't do anything crazy with it. And I feel like that's what they would do with Ocarina of Time. It would just look really pretty, but in the end, it's the same game. That's what I feel like Nintendo would do. Your ongoing project has been trying to platinum all the Bayonetta games. I'll check back in 20 years. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I stopped caring about trying to platinum games and get all the achievements, and I used to really care about that kind of stuff, but I don't know. As I got older, it just doesn't matter. Like there's certain achievements. Like when I play, every now and then I'll go back. Like my comfort food game is World of Warcraft, right? I grew up on it. Came out in 2004. I've been playing it a little bit every year since it came out. So that's 20 years I've been playing World of Warcraft. I'm not a hardcore raider, and I used to do all that stuff a long time ago. But there are sometimes certain achievements in the game I do go for to get, because I just want like a title, because you can earn titles that you can put next to your username that pops up for everyone when you're in the world. And I always think that I like the achievements that give me titles like that. I think it's kind of cool, but I'm not trying to like get every achievement in World of Warcraft. There's not enough time left in my life to do that. So I just care about like very specific ones that I get those neat little titles for my character. Yeah, who knows if we'll get another Bayonetta with Kamiya gone. You're still very active in WoW, says Gleepot. Yeah, I still play here and there. I keep an active subscription. I already pre-bought the upcoming expansion pack that comes out later this year. So I'll be putting some time into that. I'll get fully leveled up. We'll see what happens. I got really into this dragon one they had. I leveled all the way up, and I did a little bit of light raiding, and it was fun. And the game is a lot more casual friendly than it used to be, which may or may not. Well, for me, it's a good thing, because if it was more hardcore like it was back in the day, man, I'd be playing 40 hours of World of Warcraft every week again. and that's not healthy. I shouldn't be doing that. So it's more casual friendly. I can make good progress without needing to sink 40 hours a weekend. I kid you not. Like in the hardcore raiding days, 40 hours a week might have been a light week. Dude, we would raid at like 8 p.m. The raids would go till 1 a.m. So they'd be 5-hour raids. And then what you would do is you go to sleep, and when you wake up, you got your job, you get off your job, and then, you sit down for dinner. Well, you don't have time to cook because you need to spend the next 3 hours farming for materials. So you got to get your potions ready, your bandages ready, all your buffs good to go. Maybe you got to get some crafting stuff because you got to craft some new gear, or get stuff to put temporary things on your stuff to give you boosts for certain boss fights. And on top of that, you got to make sure you're staying up to date on your guild's strategy for different bosses. And literally it would be like an 8-9 hour thing every day, 7 days a week, and even extra on weekends. So like it was a job to be a hardcore raider and WoW. It literally was a job, and I did that for years. And man, I don't miss going back to those days, although I do have a lot of fond memories from the people I played with. You get pretty close with people online when you're spending half of your week with those people. Like you can get really close to them. And I still have a couple good friends from the old my old hardcore days that I now talk to. I met in real life, and I have their phone numbers, and we get together about once a year at a cookout. So it's kind of cool. I made some lifetime friends through it. So, I mean, like, it's not all bad. It's just, man, I don't want to go back to that, though. And I have kids now, man. I kept thinking of the people that were hardcore raiders back then that had kids. I'm like, how did they do it? How did you work, support your family, make sure you gave time to your kids, and have time to be a hardcore? How? How did that happen? I don't know how you did it, because I couldn't do it. Have I played any of the Yakuza? Yes. Yes, I played the first one. I should all play Final Fantasy. What is that, 14? Wait, no, it's 15. Right? It's 15, Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15's solid. Way better than 16, in my opinion. All right, Miss Warcraft 3. Let's go ahead and switch over to the state of play here. It's about to start in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and turn off my background music. We'll get the volume adjusted here when it starts. I don't know how loud their stream's gonna be. And we'll get this thing going for you guys. I can't full screen it yet. Not until the premiere part begins. Let's hope for a good show. Yeah, man. Let's hope for it. Nintendo News, Nintendo Switch Online is shutting down. What are you talking about? Why would NSO shut down before the new system's even announced? Like if you're gonna fake a story, you gotta fake something a little more believable. Astrobot. Oh, I never showed you guys the leaks. Here. Wait, no. Here. There you go. There's the leaks quick. Astrobot, Marvel Rivals, God of War Ragnarok PC port, Five Nights at Freddy's, New Dynasty Warriors, Alien Rogue Incursion, that's apparently a VR game, Path of Exile 2, Monster Hunter Wild, Silent Hill 2 Remake, new Phantom, a new game from the Middle East, a new VR game, Until Dawn PC and PS5, Concord. There you go. Totally forgot that I was going to show leaks. There you go. Yeah, the Marvelous showcase as well in 30 seconds for people that want to go watch some farming sim stuff. Mostly farming sim stuff. It's not all farming sims. We'll probably check out the Marvelous stuff after this. Unless I'm just like, I'm just pumped. If I'm super excited, we'll see what happens. It's starting. Yeah, it says shortly. I'll get a little refresh here. Hide the chat. There it goes. All right, here we go. Let me know if it's too loud. I can turn it down. 40-second countdown. What's up, Anafis? $27. Let's go. Are you ready? It's time. Two, one. Epic music. You want subtitles on? Did we just go 40 seconds? 3, 2, 1 for 20? What is Sony? Did we just go from one countdown timer to another countdown timer? Sony! What was that? I can turn subtitles on. There we go. I turned the subtitles on. Get hyped for the countdown. Countdown for the countdown. Mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Footage contains a mixture of gameplay and pre-rendered cutscenes.
Hi everyone, I'm Asad Kizilbash, Head of Product at PlayStation Studios and Head of PlayStation Productions. I'm here to welcome one of the newest members of the PlayStation Studios family.
What are we closed captioning?
This team brings together some of the most talented developers in our industry, with an incredible pedigree in the online multiplayer space.
Not English.
We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and today they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5. But first, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy. Enjoy.
English subtitles, got it.
It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
How much longer for the upload?
A few more minutes. Hey, start time. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him.
Whoa. Where's this coming from?
It's coming from you back on the ship saying, trust me, we're professionals. We'll stick to the plan. We can do this. And then, that.
Three gunner suspects now on the run, causing downtown.
That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
If we don't leave with this blue button...
Amar, we will. We will.
I'll be waiting outside.
No one moves. We'll be taking this off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
They're about to kick ass.
Slow them down a little for you. Meet at the rendezvous point.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
Copy that, Bill.
Shield out! Well played. You're wounded.
Fine. They only got one of my legs.
How are those hands? How bad is it? You're still mad at me?
Lennox!
Got him.
One off. This is you.
Got it!
developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
This would be a very dishonorable way for us all to die.
Don't worry. Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us. Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
Well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I swear I will bring vengeance.
Look, there they are.
Hi. What the? I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
This wasn't the plan.
Well, it just wasn't the one we started with. All right. Another satisfied customer. Goods delivered.
There's no
Send everyone their cut.
so I don't really know what kind of game
So
this
do you,
is right now.
carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever?
Hey, Mara. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere
If it's
with less
Concord, this was
scaffolding.
on the
No
leaks,
scaffolding.
yeah.
Zero scaffolding. I promise. We were apart for so long. I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
Yeah, Concord, yeah, this was in the leaks. Still don't know what kind of game it is. See, that's what I hate about trailers like that. I'm watching a
Concord
movie.
is a 5v5 first-person shooter set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord galaxy.
Maybe?
In Concord, from the moment you log on, you are part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive free gunner crews.
So is this like an Overwatch
Here's the very
kind of
first
game?
look at the gameplay of Concord.
Right? It's like an Overwatch kind of game, right?
It's hard work.
Or am I wrong?
But it's our work, and we don't take it for granted.
Feels like an Overwatch kind of game.
Well, you're free.
Right on target. Yeah, you better run.
Free gunners
Yeah,
have a
this is
shot
like
at making
Overwatch.
something of themselves. A chance to be someone.
All right.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't have took this long to know what kind of game it is. That's all. At least we're seeing some
Need a
gameplay.
second to fix myself up.
Why not?
And in the wilds, it's anyone's game. You won't survive on your own.
Target blinded.
Finally, to battle. Endless rage!
We risk our lives every day to do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
This crew will go anywhere.
The game was
Take
good
any
stuff.
job.
It was being negative.
Face
I just said I
any
wish I
enemy.
would have known what it was at the beginning. Looks good.
We're the free gunner crew of the North Star. And together,
I wonder if I'll enjoy
we're going
this
to
more than
make our
Overwatch.
mark
I
on
kind
this
of don't really
galaxy.
like Overwatch that much anymore. This looks like it's got enough variety to it that I might have to give this one a try. This one might hold my interest in it. When's it coming
The
out?
crew is gathering. Would you like to join us for game night?
With Concord, we leaned on the strengths and background of our team to make a tight, well-balanced FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and our tech on building a strong gameplay foundation of tight core movement, precise
I think
visceral
I'll play as
shooting,
the
and
chick with
expressive
like the mage
abilities.
abilities.
We ended up finding
looks
ourselves
badass.
influenced a lot by fighting games and even strategy games, and the interesting way that the asymmetry of their characters makes every fight, every matchup feel really different.
leaning into the asymmetry of the characters, really pushing the possibility space of two different characters colliding. It's all about creating opportunities for improvisation. That's where we can get out of the way and let players find their own magic. We also have abilities that are meant to have impact beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking domes, explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies. Coordinated teams can set up and plan ahead, and depending on where and when it happens, players can shift the battlefield to their advantage.
We've got everything from mystics and medics to gunslingers and sparked robots. Every character brings their own unique personality, skills, and wide-ranging perspectives to the crew. Every week, when you log into Concord, you will be welcomed with a new cinematic vignette that will give you a chance to see our characters off the job. They will feature ongoing narrative arcs that grow the characters' stories and relationships and unpack the broader Concord galaxy.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch beta in July, followed by Concord's global launch on August 23rd, 2024.
I might play that on PC. I mean, this kind of games that rock on PC. FPS is the best on PC, man. Yeah. Might get that on PC. That's pretty good. PC, God of War Ragnarok. Yep, that was in the league too. God of War Ragnarok going to PC.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
Silent Hill 2 Remake is in the league.
You don't really want war.
The league is 100% so far.
Kratos. War is coming. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
Dude, this game will unlock frame rates.
Kratos of Sparta.
Death can have me. When it earns me.
DLSS
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
We have guests!
Sports Super Ultra Wide. I got a 49-inch 1440p gaming monitor, baby. Sweet.
Fate only binds you if you let it.
Not every game
necessary. Not because it is written.
Glad that one's coming to the PC. It was great on PS5 and PS4. What's up? Different reactions in the chat. I see.
Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food. Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land. Men are powerless at the feet of the divine. But even so, someone must act.
Just please don't lag. Dynasty Warriors has lagged on every platform it's ever been on. Dynasty Warriors Origins 2025 PS5. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors has lagged on every platform.
I think I was dreaming. It wasn't a dream.
Hopefully it doesn't this time.
We were really transported to Mirrorland.
The path of a stylist is never easy.
So, are you ready for it? Ready. Ready.
Is it you who pursues infinity? Or is infinity awaiting you?
Yeah, this could be that, what was it, that Saudi Arabia game or whatever that they didn't have a title for? Looked pretty.
I have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows vanished into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such powers?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above. This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
Ballad of Antara. Looks good. 2025. Looks good.
I thought I could be a hero and break the curse. But I was a fool. There is no hope here. And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
Outsider! Your head is mine! Your head is mine!
It's not Red Crimson.
The poison in my veins begs me to kill.
I'll put you in the ground!
That's a cool little mechanic.
The power of our god is immeasurable!
That probably feels amazing in VR.
Thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands.
You know what this voice reminds me of?
Only monsters do.
It reminds me of Thief. You guys remember the Thief franchise? The main character in that franchise had a very deep, gruffy voice like that. Literally reminds me of the Thief voice. Looks pretty neat. But I just don't like VR that much. Yeah, there's a similar voice like that in Oblivion too. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. I'm back on State of Play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation, starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
Okay. I guess I know it's a PvP shooter coming in. Marvel PvP shooter.
All realities converge here. Destiny awaits. Stronger together.
Hell unleashed!
Who needs a power-up? Free fire zone.
Embrace the chaos.
Insignificant attacks. Healing power.
I'm back, baby.
3, 2, 1, blast off! Turns are tipping up.
Gonna get sticky. Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.
Okay. So not a PlayStation exclusive game, but a PlayStation exclusive skin. Got it. Actually, I'm not even sure how many of these games are actually exclusive on PlayStation. I don't think most of them are. Like a third-party showcase. Yeah. This next one is PlayStation
Hello,
Studios.
friends and fans. I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
Oh, nice one.
You can't hide from me, Michael.
Oh, you're going down.
Oh!
Summer camp.
It means so much to me
winter
that we're
camp.
all still here together.
Fight the break of dawn.
I feel like someone's watching us.
Just going out there.
Let's make this one trip we will never forget.
Mike, Emily?
No, yeah, it's Until Dawn remake.
I was down there.
You were?
It was horrible.
don't want to make hasty decisions that get everyone killed.
No!
We should stay put right here until dawn.
Jessica!
You can't let me die!
You know what really grinds my
Oregon
gears?
was once a peaceful land, but each day descends further into madness. Famine and plague besiege us. The very earth is being poisoned. The Count's men, once our protectors, have turned on us. And now they come for me.
Oh, just get out of here!
I must be the one to face this nightmare.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself!
But I need not do it alone.
Path of Exile 2. Looks good. There's not a lot of games like this, so it looks good. Let's see some variety.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent
There you
Hill.
go.
I think you should stay away.
There's the remake we've been watching.
This town, there's something wrong with it?
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
No, you shouldn't be here. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please. No, please.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Wait, there's some sort of Sony.
Capcom announced this next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their celebrated franchise. Today, I am so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Here we go. Monster Hunter Wilds, baby. Let's go.
You're so
Now the show's taking a turn for me, man.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go.
Silent Hill, no
and then we
Monster
can
Hunter.
get started.
This is gonna be great.
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
Look!
Incredible. I've never heard of a Karatnoth herd this big before.
One of them's got big spikes on its back.
Now to lead it away from the pack. We'll make for the desert.
Right. The sandstorm! Now commencing the hunt by order of the guild.
Yes, baby, let's go. Hell yeah. I love the attacking off the mountains.
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Little save data bonuses when you played Monster Hunter World. I wouldn't worry about Monster Hunter Wilds being exclusive. This is a PlayStation showcase, though, and it's not till 2025. Astrobot, buddy, welcome back. How's it going, bud? Thanks for introducing me to PS5. I'm coming, buddy. Where are we going? Yeah, this is exclusive because Astrobot's PlayStation. Dude, Shadow dropped this game today. I will play it today. Yeah, dude. Astrobot comes with PS5. It's just a sequel. And Astrobot was really good. Well, this is like a fully fleshed out game. The original was more like a tech demo. It was just really good. I'm picking that one up. That's on the buy list.
Be sure to visit
That is on the
PlayStation
buy
blog
list,
for
man.
more on the games you just saw, as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play.
That is on the buy
This
list.
global celebration runs through June 12th, with deals on PlayStation Store, great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much
September
more.
6th. Good. That looks good. My son will probably want to beat it too because he liked the first Astro Bot that came with PS5. All right. They ended with Astro Bot. Wow. They used Astro Bot as the closer. Damn. All right. Astro Bot is the closer. Nice. So looking back on that leak, everything in the leak was correct except I don't remember seeing Five Nights at Freddy's. Did we see Five Nights at Freddy's? That was like the only one that I don't know if that was correct on the leak or not. This leak here. Did we see Five Nights at Freddy's? Can't remember if we did. Yeah. But all the rest of the stuff was not there, so. I mean, that's a really damn accurate leak. That's like the only thing wrong. So, yeah, I think, I'll put a little music back here. I think that was a pretty good state of play. I think Nintendo fans are a little bit harsher towards state of plays than some people, because we're used to Nintendo Directs, and Nintendo Directs, like, we have our third-party games, but what usually gets us really excited are all the big exclusives. But PlayStation they're not dropping like big exclusive games all the time. They're heavily reliant on third-party, and a huge chunk of the showcase was just showing off third-party games, which some people always assume are exclusive, but 90% of the time it turns out they're also on Xbox or also on PC, so it's not really exclusive. That last one is Astro Bot is an exclusive game. That is very, very much an exclusive game. That is a PlayStation IP, and I'm very excited for that one. But yeah, I mean, look, it's not to me. I was happy with the variety of content. It wasn't all like one type of game. Like, you know how like some of these showcases and state of plays, you seem to get like nothing but one type of game the whole time. So it feels like every game is the same because that's all they're showing. This one had a really, really nice variety. And so I really do appreciate it. Monster Hunter Wilds looks incredible. The Dynasty Warrior game looked really, really good. It wasn't, it's another Dynasty Warriors. And I'm just hoping it's not going to lag, because every single Dynasty Warriors game lags on every even on PC, it lags on everything. But I'm cautiously optimistic that maybe this might be the first one that doesn't have that problem. We'll see. I'm not really into that Marvel Rivals game they showed. That one to me didn't really tickle my fancy. I felt like another Overwatch thing, and the problem was that Concord looked so much better than it did. That the only reason you're really playing the Marvel Rivals, which is a game that's already out, the only reason to play it is because you really love Marvel, right? I think Concord looks like a significantly better game in terms of if you're going to play 5v5, sort of arena shooter stuff. Concord looks way better. So also shout out to them for Concord looking really good. And I do think that I'll probably end up picking up Concord. I'll probably get it on PC. We'll see. I might wait for reviews. Like if the PC version's all buggy and stuff, I'll get it on PS5 then. But Concord looked pretty good. And one thing I liked about Concord is that they're going to have that story stuff every week. So like they're giving you a reason at least like once a week to log in and play some matches, because you're going to get updated story stuff, which I think that's really cool. That's one way to keep you invested over the long haul, to at least like, hey, we don't need to eat up your whole life, but once a week, we'd love if you chime into the game. We'll give you some updated story, play a few matches. I could dig that. That's the kind of game I can fit into my schedule nice. You play a handful of matches every week, get your story update. I could dig that. That's a game I might be able to fit into my regular schedule if I really enjoy it. Because I played a lot of Overwatch, and I understand there's a lot of these arena type shooter, Overwatch, Paladins, etc. Like there's a lot of them out there, but a lot of them feel very samey, and Concord might end up being samey when I actually get to play it, but it looked like it had enough variance and difference that it excited me. So I'll just have to wait and see when I play that one. Silent Hill 2 remake, by the way. Dude, I've been wanting that forever, so it's so cool it's actually coming. It's still a bit of ways, but I'm pretty happy about Silent Hill. I already know Silent Hill, unless they really bungled the remake, it's going to be good because the original was really good. God of War Ragnarok finally coming to PC is obviously really good for people who never played it or always wanted to play it with an unlocked frame rate. And I was surprised. They literally advertised it's got ultra wide support, which not every PC game does. You would think they all do, but they don't. I know because I have a 49-inch ultra wide. Not everything really supports it. Games will just stretch themselves and it doesn't look good. So then I gotta custom the resolution down to something that doesn't use my full screen. So that's really awesome. Glancing at some other stuff. The Alien one, like all the VR stuff, I'm not really that interested. The one medieval one looked pretty interesting to me. I like the little grappling ability, but it just wasn't. I'm just not into VR stuff. It is what it is. I'm just not. Until Dawn coming back, that's great. Until Dawn's another great game. So like. There was obviously a heavy reliance on old games, I guess, if you want to say that. Like Marvel Rivals is a game that already exists somewhere else. It's just finally coming over. You have Silent Hill 2 remake, right? You have Until Dawn. But I do feel like they did a good job balancing it with some new. We had the new Astrobot game, which looked incredible. You had the new Concord game, which looked really good. You had obviously Monster Hunter Wilds, a game that's already been announced, but we know a known property. Clearly, with them doing bonuses with your save data from Worlds, clearly a sequel to Worlds. I really hope that we get that on Switch too. The only reason we didn't have it on Nintendo platforms before is because Nintendo platforms couldn't run it. So hopefully Switch 2 can actually run it, and then maybe we'll get it on there. But again, we're not going to know any of that stuff till Switch 2 is announced. But either way, I'll play that game. I might play it on PS5. That's a game I like playing with controllers, so it's not something that I prefer on PC. So that might be a PS5 grab for me if it's not on Switch 2. But yeah, in general, the cool thing about this is a lot of state of plays, I come out of them like, oh, I'm not really gonna buy much of what is shown, but like I'm legit, unless the reviews are just horrendous. I'm probably gonna pick up Concord. Even if I get it on PC, I'm still probably gonna pick it up. I'm definitely picking up Astrobot. I love the included Astrobot game. And this one just looks like they took it to 11 and turned it into a full experience instead of a tech demo. So I'm really, really excited for Astrobot. You know what was weird? I saw a comment in the chat that, well, for a PS5 game, it doesn't look, graphically impressive or something. Dude, it looked fun. What are we talking about? I don't play, dude, graphics ain't why I buy video games, man. That Astrobot game looked incredible. Like, just from a gameplay perspective, looked incredible. That's why I play. It doesn't need to be the most graphically impressive thing. Shout out to Cecil Link Samus Square. Thank you for becoming a champion. I appreciate it. But yeah, the Astrobot looked really, really good. So I'm going to end up picking up that one. So it's already 1, 2, Monster Hunter Wilds I'll probably grab as well. So it's 3 games out of this that I'm going to end up buying. And I'll probably get the Silent Hill 2 remake. So that'll be 4. Until Dawn, we'll see if I want to replay that game or not. But I mean, it is a good game. But we'll see if I feel like replaying it. So at least 4 games, probably 3 for sure. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I am happy it's coming. You guys might know I don't replay games a lot, even like remakes and remasters, but we'll see. So there's still at least like 3 games I'm going to get, which to me is quite a lot out of a Sony showcase. Usually there's about 1 game. And I knew if the Astrobot game looked good, that was going to be probably the 1 game. But I actually really thought Concord looked good. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Astrobot, Concord, and Marvel Rivals look good. See, I don't think Marvel Rivals looked very good to me. Then again, it's a game that's already out on other platforms. So it's a known thing. You either like it or you don't. It just didn't really click with me because I thought Concord looked a lot better. But thank you so much for the $2. I do appreciate it. Gaming God, lie. You won't play the game if it looks like an Atari game. Stop the cap. If it looks like an Atari game but it kicks ass, I'm gonna play it. What are you talking about? I won't play the game if it looks like an Atari game. You know, one of my favorite games on Nintendo Switch is Triangle Strategy, right? You know, I just play Nintendo Switch in general, right? It's what are we talking about? Games don't need to be graphically impressive for me to play them. No. The cap is that you are projecting onto a Nintendo gamer that graphics are why I play video games. I literally play on this thing. Graphics ain't why I play video games, man. Like, I play games because they're fun. And Triangle Strategy rocks, but it's not. But it looks good. Yes, Triangle Strategy looks. It's not graphically impressive. I'm trying to be honest here. It's not graphically impressive. It's a good-looking game, but it's all the art style and it's not graphically impressive. So yeah, I don't understand that Game Guy guy. I don't know if he's console warring. I don't know. Calling me if it looks like an Atari game. Okay, cool, man. You know that I was playing F-Zero 99 and having fun, right? That's literally a Super Nintendo looking game. Still really fun, man. I would have probably bought F-Zero 99 if it was sold instead of I probably wouldn't have paid 60, but I would have bought it if it was sold individually. Oh yeah, Astrobot looks great. Let's see here. Sony dominates. End of story. This lineup is crazy good. Plus GTA 6 next year. PS5 will pass Switch all time soon. Says B Buddy 99. Well, you know, if you want to have an honest conversation about it, we can. I don't care about console warring. I think it's a tall order to pass Switch, and I'm not saying that because I want Sony to do bad. It's that Sony hasn't been able to get to those levels since PlayStation 2. And it took PlayStation 2 being a DVD player in order to get to 150 million plus sales. 160 million, according to the former president, Jim Ryan. So if it's at 160 million, Switch is likely going to be 150 million plus when it's all said and done. I don't know where it's going to end up. I'm not saying that PlayStation 5 can't pass it, but PlayStation 5 is only 8% ahead at the moment of where PlayStation 4 was. This is according to MPD numbers or Circana numbers. So it's not even worldwide 8%. It's just the US 8% ahead. And 8% more over the PlayStation 4 numbers over lifetime is still not ahead of Switch. Will it get ahead of Switch? Could it get ahead of Switch? Sure. But PlayStation sales are actually on decline already. PlayStation 5 sales are. Now, we don't know what PlayStation, how it's going to get boosted with the Pro or any of that stuff if that comes out this year. Because again, technically still not announced. That's what's crazy. We're almost to June, and this technically not even announced yet. But yeah. Here's the thing. I'm just not interested in console wars. The funny thing when people talk about, like, you know, this system's going to pass the sales of that system, that's cool. Why do you care? Why does it matter? Like, let's say hypothetically PlayStation 5 hits 160 million units, which, by the way, would be 100 million more than it has right now, which would be an insane number to do, considering that they're already, gosh, what are they in year 4, year 5? Man, be insane if they sold another 100 million. But let's say they did. Good for them. It's not a competition. You know, what are we talking about? It's not really a competition. Why? We don't make the money. Whether Sony sells 100 million or 160 million, we as gamers don't get anything for it, right? Like, we know this, right? Like, whether it sells 160 or 100, for us as gamers, we don't get anything for that happening. Like, nothing happens. They don't pay us. They're not handing us a stipend check. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. You know, it's weird. The only thing that has to happen is enough sales to keep getting more, right? Like, that's what matters. You just have to have enough sales to keep getting more. And I think it's pretty safe to say, yeah, we're going to get a PlayStation 6. You know, it doesn't have to sell 160 million to it. So, let's see what some of the chat is saying here a bit more. I was reading it over here, but it's easier for me to read over here. Cry more. All right, Gaming God. You need to calm down a little bit, buddy. I wasn't crying. I literally just talked about games I'm buying on PlayStation. I wasn't the one making fun of the graphics. Let's see here. I think that was you, actually. Could be wrong. I'd have to go rewind the chat. Let's see here. Leo Aguilar says there's more details on Astro. Not by Warrior 64. Over 80 levels with 70 enemy types. Nice. So it's going to have over 80 levels for Astro with 70 enemy types. Hell yeah, dude. That just solidified the purchase even more. I was already sold, but that just, yes. Am I streaming later too? That is the plan. I don't know 100% for sure because this one's running up to 6. But we'll see. I wouldn't mind being paid for their sales. I wouldn't be broke, right? So sales don't matter. Stop the cap. No, sales matter, but they matter so much that there's enough that we can get the next thing. Whether PlayStation 5 sells 100 million or 160 million, we're getting a PlayStation 6. There's not really a difference there for us as consumers. We're still gonna get a PS6 either way. Just like Switch didn't need to sell 140 million to get another Switch. Whether it sells 100 million or 140 million, we were gonna get another Switch. So it's like, that's what I mean. You just have to have enough sales to ensure the next thing. That's what consumers should care about. Once you have enough sales to ensure that, which PlayStation already does, then at that point, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just them making money. Which is fine. They're allowed to make money. Anyway, video idea for you. Analyze Astrobot game and list all Nintendo IP Sony used as inspiration. No. See, that's just pushing console war garbage. I'm not doing that. Astrobot even grabbed that enemy like in Luigi's Mansion. I know. Dude, it looked incredible, man. I don't care what... Dude, games borrow things from good games. I ain't got a problem with that, man. Am I mad? Not really. You're just kind of annoying. That's all. Annoying me, I should say. I don't know if you're annoying anyone else. You're just saying some stuff that sounds really dumb and putting words in my mouth. Let's see here. All right. I think that's it. If we check out the Marvelous stuff, we'll do it. If I do stream tonight here in a couple hours, we'll watch the Marvelous stuff then. And I'll make sure I don't watch it or check the newswire before then to get all the news already. So it'll all be kind of a surprise to me, even though you guys might already have the news. Do you have an idea for the Nintendo Direct, like when it's gonna happen, or what kind of idea? Mario literally started as a King Kong ripoff. You mean Donkey Kong? Yeah. I know Mario is. Jumpman, blah, blah, blah. A date? I'm hoping it's like the 12th or 13th, but I don't know. Knowing my luck, it'll be the 21st, the one day I can't stream it. I might get someone else to stream it for me, but how'd you guys feel about an Eric stream of the Direct? I don't know if he can do it because 24 hours notice. Yeah, he's probably got to work, but all right. Well, we're going to call the stream there. Thank you guys so much. I gotta go check on my kids, make sure everything's all good. They have dinner and all that. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed the State of Play. Yes, this stream is going to stay up because we don't take down event streams. So if you missed anything, you can go ahead and rewind the stream, give her a watch. We'll catch you later. Peace.